The story begins with Ningi, who is traveling to her father's house with her husband Rudy and their son. On the way, Rudy tells her to stay calm once they reach there. The reason for this tension is that Ning's father had married her best friend, which made her extremely angry and hurt. Rudy tries to make her understand that if she loses control, she will gain nothing, and everything will end up going to that woman instead. Ningxia's father owns a pharmaceutical company, and there are rumors that a big investor is interested in buying it. If that happens, the family will become very rich. On the other side, we see Ninga's father, who for the past several months has been obsessed with one thing. He wants to create a serum that can make a person young again. Finally, when he completes the formula, he decides to test it on himself first. He drinks the entire serum in one go. After a short time, he notices that the wrinkles on his face start disappearing. He becomes completely young again. When he looks at himself in the bathroom mirror, he is shocked by what he sees. But he is unaware that the same medicine that made him young is also creating dangerous side effects inside his body. He then tells his wife about the serum and says that after drinking it, he feels extremely powerful. He proudly claims that the whole world will go crazy to buy this formula, and they will become very rich. However, a wound appears on his lower back, and it keeps growing. Meanwhile, Rudy finally brings her to her father's house. Karina comes outside to welcome them, but NXE ignores her because Karina had married her own father. The atmosphere there feels very awkward. Although Ningxi's son talks to Karina normally, Ningxi warns her to stay away from her child. After that, Ningxi goes to meet her brother, who spends all his time in his room playing games. He does not even care that their father has married again. Then Ningxi's father comes out of his room to meet everyone. Seeing him, everyone is shocked by how young he looks. He does not reveal his secret and instead says that he has dropped the plan of selling the family business. Hearing this, everyone becomes angry. Ningxia's brother even leaves the room. Their father tries to explain that the company is running at a loss, but the thing he has created can make them the richest people in the world. He then shows them the serum he has made, which can make anyone young again. Hearing this, Karina says to her husband that he had promised to retire and live a peaceful life with her. But he replies that now he is young again, so they will work again and make even more money, and she should not worry about it. While Karina is talking, Ningi gets extremely angry and starts shouting at her, saying that she has ruined their lives. Their argument keeps getting worse. In the middle of this, Ningxi's father suddenly starts feeling unwell. He begins to sweat, gets a severe headache, and the wounds on his neck and body start opening into large holes. Suddenly his body twists, and he starts vomiting blood. The color of his eyes changes, and right in front of everyone he dies. Ningi quickly shouts to call an ambulance, but he is already dead. Suddenly, their father comes back to life again, and he is turned into a zombie. They cannot understand what has happened to him. Hearing the noise, their servant comes running in. But before anyone can react, the zombie attacks him and kills him. At the same time, an investor arrives at the house to finalize the deal. The zombie man attacks him as well, and his blood goes into the investor's mouth. When the son tries to save the investor, the zombie even attacks his own son. However, because he had a bow and arrow in his hand, he manages to escape. For now, his life is saved. But much more is about to happen. The injured investor somehow reaches his car and sits inside. Ningxi's brother feels guilty thinking that his father died because of him. He also sits in the car, and his sister Ningxi comes to comfort him. Meanwhile, the servant who is attacked has also turned into a zombie. Seeing him, everyone becomes terrified. That zombie servant attacks another servant and kills him too. Outside, Ningi and her brother. They suddenly hear a strange sound behind them. When they turn around, they see a girl who has turned into a zombie attacking another girl. When Nas steps out to check, the zombie girl starts coming toward her. To save his sister, her brother runs over the zombie with the car. Inside the house, Karina and the remaining people try to escape to save themselves from zombies. Ningxi goes inside to find her son, but she realizes that he is not there. At the same time, another servant inside the house has already turned into a zombie and starts moving toward her to attack. On the other side, The investor who was infected is now fully turning into a zombie. Because of this, he cannot drive properly and crashes his car into a wedding event. After getting out of the car, he starts biting and attacking people. Because of his attacks, one by one, people at the wedding begin turning into zombies and they start attacking and killing each other. On the other side, Karina's group reaches the car while trying to save their lives, but the zombie servant comes after them. As soon as the zombie attacks, Karina picks up a tool from the car and hits it, but it has no effect. Suddenly, rain starts falling, which weakens the zombie, and they manage to escape. Meanwhile, Ningxi tries to contact her husband Rudy and tells him that they are safe, asking him to reach a safe house quickly while she and Bag will join him soon. When they reach the house Ningxi mentioned, they find it already surrounded by zombies. With great difficulty, Karina, Rudy, and his son manage to get inside, but their servant is killed by a zombie. At the same time, Ningxi and Bag reach the wedding location where everyone has already turned into zombies and starts moving toward them. Inside the house, Rudy's son sees the zombies approaching and tells Karina and his father to run. They lock themselves in a room, and while Rudy fights a zombie outside, he finally closes the door. Inside, Rudy notices that his wounded hand is turning him into a zombie. Before transforming, he hugs his son and asks him to take care of his mother. Then Rudy turns into a zombie and attacks his own son, forcing Karina to kill him to save the boy and escape. On the other side, Ningxi and Bag's car breaks down. So, they run into a police station. The police inspector does not believe their story, but sends 4 officers outside to check. Seeing the situation, the officers are terrified, but before they can react, zombies attack and kill them. Only one injured officer manages to return to the station and warns that the zombies are now heading toward the police station. The people quickly try to shut the doors to stop the zombies, but the wounded officer has already entered inside. The injured officer finally turns into a zombie and attacks another police officer. To save themselves, they lock him inside a cell. The remaining officers try to contact their other units and explain the situation, but no one responds. At the same time, Karina calls Ningxi and tells her that everyone with her has turned into zombies, and now only she and Ningxi's son, Rihan, are alive. Ningxi tells her to stay strong and to protect her son at any cost. The police officers go up to the roof and see that zombies have completely destroyed the area outside. They tell Ningxi and Bag that now they must fight together against the zombies. Everyone prepares for battle by wearing bulletproof jackets, masks, and carrying their weapons. They use noise-making guns to attract the zombies to one place and start shooting them. Just when they think they are gaining control, another large group of zombies arrives after hearing the gunshots, making the situation even worse. When it seems like they're about to die, heavy rains start to fall. The rain weakens the zombies, slowing their movement and stopping their ability to run. This gives them a chance to escape from there. On the other side, Karina is attacked by Ningxi's zombie husband, who gathers many zombies around the house by making loud noises. They try to escape, but outside there are even more zombies. Luckily, they find a bike and manage to flee from that place. Meanwhile, Ningxi and Bag save themselves by getting inside a truck. Ningxi breaks down in tears, feeling that she has lost everything. Suddenly, she sees Karina and her son coming toward her. She becomes extremely happy, but then notices a huge group of zombies chasing them. After letting them get inside the truck, Ningxi drives straight over many of the zombies, killing several of them. However, many zombies cling to the truck, and soon the brakes fail. Bag contacts the police station and warns them that the situation outside is completely out of control, and that they're heading toward the police station to save their lives. While they're talking, the truck goes out of control and crashes straight into the police station. Everyone manages to get out, but Bags gets stuck inside the truck. Before the zombies can kill them, a police officer who is still human arrives and saves their lives, telling them to escape immediately. Ningxi refuses to leave him, but during the fight, her hand gets injured, which means she will soon turn into a zombie, although she does not realize it yet. The officer explains that zombies can be killed by fire, so he helps him escape and then burns all the zombies around him, sacrificing himself. After the explosion, only Ningxi, her son, and Karina survive. Ningxi's brother is also killed inside as a zombie. Ningxi finally puts aside all her anger toward Karina and tells her that she is injured and will soon turn into a zombie. So she asks Karina to always take care of her son. After saying this, she takes a gun and shoots herself. The scene shows many zombies burning in the background. Time passes and we see that Karina is taking very good care of Ningxia's son and has learned how to survive in this world. In the final scene, we see a businessman in another country who also has the same medicine created by Ningxia's father. He opens it and drinks it, making it clear that a new zombie outbreak is about to begin there as well. And with this, the movie comes to an